Hi guys, welcome back to another live video here with Yesenia at Jessie Imperfections. So don't forget to go click that subscribe button and click that bell notification bell to get notified every time I go live. And yeah, so I did a poll on my community letting you guys know I was going live. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but for some reason my YouTube wasn't letting me go live. So I'm glad it let me go live today since it is Monday. And usually I told you guys I would be going live either Mondays or Thursdays, sometimes maybe Saturdays or other days. But anyways, hi, welcome everyone. Okay. And hopefully, let me. Okay. Your shirt is pretty. Thank you, Mary. Hey, girl. Hey, I saw you the other day. I was too shy to say hi. Oh, well, what's your name? Chicken. Chicken Biet. Um. Hey, yes, I was just watching your last video and I was wondering when you was going to post. Okay, hey, hi everyone, hi, um, chicken beat, lol. Okay, you are so pretty in person. Thank you. Well, where did you see me, girl? Or I'm guessing you're a girl. Um, and if you guys see me in public, like in person, don't be shy to come say hi. Just let me know where you guys know me from because I'm very forgetful of names. I'll probably remember a face, but I'll forget the name. In la grocery store, lol. Okay. And are you a girl or a guy? Just, I'm just curious. I need to know. Would you marry? Uh, why are you asking that, Jacqueline? 22. Oh, you're a lot younger than I am. Um, anyways, let's begin with this live video. So I did that that poll, asking you guys like a couple topics. So the one that won is probably by what you guys saw by the title. How should a marriage be? So before we begin, let me clarify and let me tell you guys I've never been married before, but I feel like I know a lot of things about relationships, not because I've dated a lot, but because I've um, been through and I've seen a lot with my own eyes, with my parents and with other family members or friends. So, how I think a marriage should be is, you know, obviously, I want a relationship where it's half and half, not just because you're the woman means that you have to do everything, the cleaning, And once you have kids, like taking care of the kids and all that, no. The man also needs to help. If you see that your wife is frustrated, or your girlfriend, but let's say wife because we're talking about a marriage. Um, if you see your wife struggling and she's frustrated, especially if you guys go to a party or to the store, and you know how kids, they're just running around and getting into trouble. You need to be able, the man needs to be able to control his kids also, not just like, for example, like you're at home and the baby is crying and the husband is doing nothing. He's just watching TV, relaxing. Um, then, and he tells his wife, "Babe, the baby's crying. Go check on him or her." Okay, if you're not doing anything, why are you not going and checking up on the baby? He's your baby too. So, yeah, those things frustrate me in a relationship when like the man just leaves the wife to do everything. Like my goal relationship, marriage for the future, I want both of us to have 50-50 in our relationship. Like let's say um he's home by the time we're going to eat dinner. Like and I'm going to cook something. Like it would be nice if we both could cook. I'll do this, he'll do that. And it's so cute and romantic. Like you guys don't just have to be serious and be cooking. You guys can be talking. You know, um, like I like maybe like you're stirring the pot or the pan or whatever, and he comes behind you and like wraps his arms around you. Like that's so cute. Or he'll come and um like you guys will look at each other's eyes and then just give each other a kiss. See, like that's so cute. But I feel like nowadays relationships are not really like that. Like there are, but I feel like they're rare. I feel like, I don't know, um with my past relationship, honestly, I don't know how our marriage would have been, but I feel like I probably would have been a lot more frustrated just because he did say that when we would get married, like I was going to be the one in charge of everything, um, taking care of the kids, and he would be just the one to bring the money home. And I'm like, okay, well, he would have to, and he didn't know how to cook besides sopa de vaso and like maybe eggs. Um, but yeah, I feel like he would have left me in charge because, like I said, he did say I was going to be in charge of everything. I was going to be the one that paid the bills. That just reminds me of my parents' relationship. Like, yeah, my dad got disabled when I can't remember how old I was, but I was, I was still young. I still wasn't an adult. He got disabled, so he got used to my mom doing everything, paying the bills, cooking, taking care of us. And if me and my brother wanted to go anywhere, like at first we would just ask my mom, but then my mom would ask us to ask my dad. So it was like my dad, like he wanted, or I don't know, like he seemed he was in charge because he was the one that would lecture us or do the punishing, you know. So let me read some of you guys' comments. I want you to do more cooking videos and mukbangs. Tiona Henderson, I will be doing more mukbangs, cooking videos. Like I said, I probably will only be doing cooking videos once a month. It takes a lot just to plan out a cooking video, but for sure you guys will get it once a month. I don't know, whenever I have the chance to do them for you guys, then you guys will see them. Hi, Muffin. Are you crying? No, I am not crying. I'm just kind of stuffed up, guys. So sorry if I sound like I'm crying. um, Glow face, Cindy. What do you mean depressed? Hi Jessie, how are you? Hi Jude, I'm good. Do you want to have kids? Weekend O. I've see this is one topic I don't really like talking about because I do not want to have to explain myself every single time, but this will probably be the last time I answer this question. If you guys or if any new subscribers are curious or ask me that question, they can just go watch my other Q&A videos or other videos where I probably should have mentioned this or answered this question. I do want kids, but it's not something that that I will be able to meet in the future. But if I do ever have kids, they probably won't be my own kids. It'll be like adoption. I mean, obviously they become your kids, so I'm going to love them as they came from my womb. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that, guys. People aren't really romantic anymore. Yes, I agree. Naturally, Nicole, Jude, that jerk was not right for you. Place, if you get married, you would lose your disability. Yes, Jude. That's another thing, guys. Like Jude was saying, I am disabled. I don't think I would of like permanent. I would actually lose my disability, but it would affect me in some ways. So, but I mean, I'm not going to keep that from me getting married one day and all that. There's a girl, she used to be my friend, and I didn't like her way of thinking. she said, "Oh no, I'm never getting married, um, because I don't want to get my services taken away. Like I don't want to get my like the help from the government taken away. Um, get get her food stamps taken away." I'm like, okay, that's. I mean, I'm not saying she was selfish, but she was lazy. The way she was saying it is she just wants to depend from someone else, from the government, and to me that's not right, because if I didn't have all these health issues, and she didn't have health issues, guys, well, at least not that I know of, but um I if I didn't have all these health issues, I would. Well, I mean, I already gave it a try working, and it is hard work, but I mean, it's something that it's part of life. So I hate when people just assume, oh, well, she's disabled. She likes depending on the government. Like, thanks to her, or thanks to, let's say I'm referring to the other person, thanks to me, she's getting the help that she needs, you know? Like, I don't want them to think like that. Like, okay, I don't want to depend from the government, but I have no choice. So, thanks to the government and to the US being me here, I am not healthy, but I'm still here alive, and I'm taking advantage of my services, because if it wasn't for them, I probably would have been a lot worse. So you always gotta be thankful, even if you don't like it, but you always gotta be thankful for what opportunities you get and where you are at. And yeah. Um, Hi, Latina. Melanin. Okay. Uh, Hello, hope you are doing well. Good to see you too, Paula. Have you tried dating apps? Okay, so let's continue this. How I think a marriage should be. Um, I don't even know where to start off, because it's like all over the place. But yes, like as starting as boyfriend and girlfriend, let's say first meeting your future husband, but you don't know yet that he will be your future husband. Um, I always tell my mom, well, I asked my mom once, I'm like, Mom, um, how did I ask her? I was like, Mom, do you, like, if I ever have a boyfriend, um, do you guys like him, or or something like that? And my mom was like, well, all that matters is if you like him, and if he respects you and you respect yourself. And I'm like, okay, Mom, but to me it's important that he likes you, because the way he treats you guys, treats my parents, that's how he's going to treat me. So if he's selfish, doesn't care about my family, he's not really going to care about you. And so to me, that's very important. to me, probably the first week of dating, I would love for them to meet my boyfriend. Um, with the last boyfriend I had, it was actually the other way around. We still weren't dating when my mom and my dad met him, and it was the first time I met him too. So that's kind of crazy because, yeah, I met him at the same time as my parents met him. So yeah, so for me that's very important. Also, like him mentioning his family and like introducing you to his friends, to me that's very important because it means he really wants you to be part of him, his family, and his friends, and he wants something serious with you. But if he never mentions, like, the thing I struggle with people is the communication part, because I feel like I'm always the one asking them all the questions, and they maybe ask me a question, but they ask me the same question I asked them. So they never initiate to ask me another question. And if they do ask me a question, it has to be a personal question. And I'm like, okay, dude, why why do you ask those personal questions? I know personal questions are important, but not right away when it's the first time you talking to them. Like, and you guys still haven't met in person. So, like, yeah, to me, it's like I will be open with the person, and yeah, I'll be open with the person, but like, obviously, it'll take me a while. It'll take me a while to open up with them because I don't know them yet, that well. So like I have to get to know them and meet each other in person for like a couple times, and then start from there. But yeah, but the way I would say probably the way they are with you in while they are dating you or you are dating them is kind of how your marriage is going to be. Your marriage is always probably going to change. I have seen where while you're dating the person, they are so nice and romantic, and you guys go out and hang out. But once you marry that person, oh, things change. It's like now they're controlling. Um, Now you can't even go out if it's not with them. And sometimes they don't want you dressing up all sexy because they don't want other men looking at you. So, yeah, that's another thing. Like, jealousy, it's good to a certain point, but not all the time. Um, to me, like, I kind of want someone to be jealous because that shows you that they care about you and that they love you, but not to the point where that jealousy is converting into control. That jealousy is converting to controlling you, controlling every movement you do. Like if you guys are hanging out and he's over there like wanting to check your phone all the time, like, no, you should trust your partner and he should trust you too. And if there's no trust, I know that's another thing I have problems with is trust. Not so much maybe them trusting me, but me trusting them. I think it's like when their words don't match with their actions, that's when I start having trust issues. Because okay, you ask them, um I don't know, let's say you ask them like, oh, so what did you do today? And then they tell you, oh, I just went, I was just at my house. And then let's say you follow them obviously on social media and you see that they went somewhere. It's like, okay, you were lying to me. Why couldn't you just tell me that you were going to go hang out with some friends or you were going to a party or something? Because then, if they're not being real with you and honest with you right there and then when you are asking them a question, then it's like you start having trust issues. And then they get mad at you for having trust issues on them because they're like, why don't you believe me? And blah, blah, blah. No, your, your words don't match with your actions. You'll say something and then I end up finding something else. So, yeah. Oops. But not strictly jealous. Yessie, how many boyfriends have you had? Because you have a very good insight of relationships. You definitely have your eyes open. Mrs. Anna, and hi, we something blogs from Miami, I'm guessing. Um, I've I honestly didn't start dating till after high school, like actually dating. I was dating this one guy during high school. I think it was my last year of high school. Um, it didn't last very long. He's the one that broke up with me. He was very bipolar, and we we never kissed or anything. Because I didn't let him kiss me. Okay, sorry guys, I'm like getting really stuffed up. He was older than me, I believe. And he was very bipolar. He broke up with me, and then he said he was dating someone else because he liked someone else. And I'm like, okay, so how long have you guys been dating? And he, gave me a number, and I'm like, okay. So basically, I did my math, and I'm like, so basically, you were cheating on me at the same time that you were dating that other girl. Because we probably only dated for like maybe 2 weeks, and the amount of time he said, it was around the time we were still dating. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So then we broke up. He broke up with me. Then he would still text me and he would just put words in my mouth. That's another thing. I hate when men put words in my mouth. Not only men, but people in general. Um, he would put words in my mouth. He would say, "Oh, so are you dating someone else? Am I not good enough for you?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, I never said that. I never said that you weren't good enough for me or anything. Um, so yeah, and then he had weird obsessions, weird likes, which I'm not going to repeat on here because it's YouTube. Kids are also watching this videos on here, so we need to keep it PG-13 or PG. Um, so yeah, so he was very controlling. That was basically one of my first boyfriends. Um, I dated another guy, but we okay. So it was online dating. Obviously, I have done online dating. Um, we started dating, but then I broke up with him. So that was another guy. I've probably only dated like like three, four guys, three guys. Um, three people in my whole life. I'm 26 now, but yeah. So I do, like I said earlier before, well, as soon as I started this video, I said that, I've never been married, but I feel like I know a lot because of, I've seen a lot with my own eyes and I've heard um, through other family members, friends, and my own parents. I was always in the middle of my parents' problems, and so I knew stuff that my brother didn't even know until like a couple years ago he found out. And it's sad when you would see your parents argue in front of you, and I felt like I was always part of their arguments, as in I was always there when they were arguing. So I heard stuff, I heard a lot of cussing. So it's not fun being in the middle of an argument, especially when it's your own parents, because you love them both and you don't want to see them hurt themselves, and they're hurting you. They're hurting their kids also by them not being happy with themselves. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, so I, I was, yeah, always in the middle of the arguments. My dad would tell me, or my mom would tell me, go to your room. So I would just be over there crying and like still, I don't want to say eavesdropping, but I was keeping my ears open in case I heard something drop or break, because I was scared that my dad was going to hurt my mom. And that was always my biggest fear, guys. And so when you have that fear and you already are experiencing being in a, a relationship argument, um, before you even start dating, like, yeah, it freaks you out and you feel like you're going to be part of a relationship like that, an abusive relationship. and so my mom once told me, she's like, I don't want you to be scared to date because you see us arguing. I don't want you to think that all relationships are going to be like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know. But to be honest, yes, like I think that's why I have always my wall up, is because um it's like as soon as there's an argument or something, I'm like, oh, uh, um, you know, what is it called? Like red code, or like a flag, red flag sign, like, oh nope. Before this relationship even continues, I'm breaking it off. So, and then I regret breaking up with that person, because then I'm like, oh man, how would have my relationship been by now? If I wouldn't have breaking up with him, like we could have made it work. I could have, last longer and see what happens in the relationship. I love your hair like this. Thank you, Mimi. I just have it like this because I didn't do anything today, guys. I didn't feel good. Um, I didn't even eat breakfast. I only ate lunch. Like, I honestly didn't eat anything. I only was drinking water. And I didn't eat anything till like almost 4 p.m. So, yeah. If you get married, how many children do you? Okay. You are so down to earth. He's so and honest, gorgeous, good riddance to him. Okay. So before I end this video, guys, I do want to say, not because someone is bipolar or maybe suffers from depression or anxiety or all those negative things, is that they're a bad person and that your relationship won't be good with that person. I think a relationship, as a marriage, it takes two. It takes two people to make a relationship last and work. So if you're putting all the effort and he's not, then there's probably not going to be any success with your relationship, and it's not going to last. You're going to be unhappy with that person. So never stay with someone just because you're scared of being alone, and you think that with the person you are with, that's the best that you'll ever find. That's wrong thinking of yourself, because you're just staying in a toxic relationship because you're scared of being alone. Yes, you might not want to be alone, but things happen for a reason, guys, and um you need to focus on yourself first before you can even focus on being on a relationship. Um when I broke up with my ex, it's been 2 years now. 2 years since I haven't been in another relationship, and I don't know when I will be in another relationship. I'm still open minded, and I'm still talking to other guys, but I haven't dated them. Well, we would just like talk and get to know each other, but then we stopped talking because obviously it didn't work out. So, yes, always like when you get out of a relationship, I say never jump right away into another relationship. Give yourself some time to heal, because you can't heal while being in a relationship, because then you're not giving it your all. You're um I don't know. You're maybe the other person might help you heal as you're dating them, but it's not the best way to deal a breakup. To be honest, I still cry and I still think about him once in a while, but I'm not doing anything good to myself thinking about him, and I just wishing that he could, um, that he will change and that I can fix him. I think that's always another thing is sometimes I feel like I can fix the person, but they have to be willing to change without you wanting to help them change, if that makes any sense. But yeah, if you guys want me to do another video on like healthy relationships and all that, please comment down below. I mean, like I said, I've never been married, but I feel like you don't have to actually experience it yourself, like you being in the situation, for you to get knowledge of things. So let me know like what other topics you guys want me to talk. I know there's um there's touchy topics out there, but if I feel comfortable talking about it, then I will do a video on that topic. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being loyal and honest. And yeah, letting me be myself. And yeah, just remember that we're all beautiful in our own way, and don't let anyone tell you or make you feel any less.